speaking of horses, we're going to bring in our guest right now. He might as well make his way in. Ladies and gentlemen, I have never met this gentleman, but he is the general manager of the Equestrian Center. He has ties to UNLV, which we'll get to. It's Steve Stallworth, ladies and gentlemen. Steve. Yay!
Yeah, Steve.
Nice to meet you, Steve. Have a seat, sir.
Frank, you guys are having way too much fun around here.
I'm telling you, we do. Well, they gave us the setting here at the South Point. We got the studio right here in the sports book, and we have a great crew. We got Sean and Ann, our director, Jerry, who's content manager.
Our man, Jerry, yeah.
And then Ryan, who was in New York. He was in the big city.
We got to get Ryan a little more fired up, though. Maybe a little more coffee or something. I mean,
That's Ryan's style.
I flew in at 12 o'clock last night.
Oh, wait, he didn't land till like midnight because I had sent him the video I shot of me running around like an idiot in the parking lot last night. And he wrote back, he's like, this is really funny, but I could tell he must have just landed because I tried calling him an hour before and it went right to voicemail. I'm like, he's flying back. Okay. So basically what he's saying is he didn't really care about today's job. He took the red eye. He wanted to maximize his New York time.
Yeah, I made the fit.
You made the what?
The fit.
You did.
Whatever.
Yeah, the fit. He made the fit. Is that a clothing thing?
Yeah. Your outfit.
Oh, the fit. Oh, see, these kids today, do you understand this lingo?
I didn't get that one either, Frank.
But you
I
look
was just
up.
going with it.
Anyway, Steve Stallworth, let's make this show about Steve now. Ryan's back. But anyway, Steve, thank you for being here. And how long have you been working here at the South Point and running this Equestrian Center?
Wow. So, Frank, you got to go back before it was even open. So I've been with Michael Gaughan now 23 years.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I was at the Thomas and Mack Center 10 years, and then Mr. Gaughan hired me to build the Orleans Arena.
Oh, wow. Okay. Where Ann worked. I believe Ann worked.
That's right. Ann was with us over there. And somewhere the first couple years we were open, Mr. Gaughan says, Steve, he goes, I want to build an equestrian center at my new hotel. If you remember, this was going to be the South Coast. For a minute. And I said, sir, I don't even know what that means. I don't know what you're talking about. And I'll tell you, Frank, just a quick story.
Yeah, take your time.
I called every equestrian center in America. I called every association, every promoter. Thank God for Google, right? Anything that said horses on it, I called them. Right. They all said, Steve, that's a horrible idea. That's never going to work in Las Vegas. Right. It's what you guys want to do. It's way too far from the central part of America, which is where all the horse activity is. It's way too hot, and there are way too many distractions for these horse shows. Okay. So, of course, I reported that back to Mr. Gaughan, and what do you think he said?
He said, go for it. Right?
He said, we're going to do it anyway, so you guys better figure it out. And I can say today, Frank, for probably the last 7, 8, 10 years maybe, we've been the premier equestrian facility in America. So it's been a lot of fun.
Unbelievable. I went over during the what was it, Jerry? The professional bull riding, the team championships.
Yep.
Over there. Oh, my God, was that a blast?
Yeah.
Now, I went down to file a little report, and I did some video, and we showed it on the show and everything. And after I was done and I got what I wanted, I was like, well, I kind of want to see who wins. So I stuck around, and it was awesome. It was so much fun. The atmosphere was great. The place was packed, and it was a lot of fun. Now, what's going on right now? Now, everyone knows, the rodeo's in town. This is like the biggest gathering of people in the year. But what specifically is happening here at the South Point this week?
Well, to find that out, Frank, I have to pull out my handy-dandy Vegas Cowboy Central Guide. I don't know if your cameras can pick this up.
We can see it. Now, I want to explain to Ryan. This is a pamphlet, Ryan. This is before you had everything on your phone.
Correct.
You'd actually get a piece of paper that you could walk around with and tuck in
I'm going
a
to give you one.
I'll take it. Yeah. Schedule of events.
Now,
baby.
this is everything happening at the South Point here for the 2 weeks during the rodeo.
Unbelievable.
So it is really, really amazing what goes on here. Yep. But listen, there's no secrets here. We are taking advantage of what the city is bringing us with the National Finals Rodeo. And I'll start in the beginning. So before the rodeo even starts, rodeo always starts first Thursday of December every year. Mm-hmm. We do the Miss Rodeo America Horsemanship.
I saw them walking through the hotel one morning.
That's right. Beautiful event. Then we do the National Finals Breakaway Roping, which I don't know if your listeners know what that is, but they can Google it. Yeah. Breakaway Roping. There you go. Yeah, Ryan can send them the link. And then we roll into the Benny Binion Buck and Bull and Horse Sale. Right. Then we have the World Futurity Bronc finale. On and on
it's
and on.
It's nonstop activity.
It's nonstop. But currently, right now, we are doing what's called the World Series of Team Roping.
Oh, wow.
This event here, you were talking about the race book and everything. This is the third richest equestrian event in the world.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes. We will pay out. I say we. It's our promoter, our friends. Yeah, exactly. Our friends from the World Series, Connie Gentry and her team. They will pay out this year over 7 days, $17 million, more money than what is paid out at the National Finals Rodeo. And these are all amateurs, Frank. Right. It's so cool to watch, a husband and a wife or, a couple guys that are electricians in Oklahoma to come here and win
Right.
450 grand.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
it's amazing and it's cool and it's just it's exciting.
Oh, wait, did that electrician story happen, or were you just?
Oh,
making
every day. It's happening every day out there.
No way.
They're winning huge money. And like I said, it's all amateurs. These are not the guys from the NFR. It's guys like me and you that rope on the weekends.
Well, wait a second. So you and I could
Well,
compete.
maybe
Now,
not.
hold on. Wait, we might get my cam. We're going to shoot some video, Ryan. All right. I can
right.
do it. It's just anyone can enter and just jump up. And
If you've got $2,500 and you
now
want to
there's
enter,
well,
there
wait
you
a
go,
second.
Frank.
How much did we win on this horse race? How much did I win on this horse race? $30. Yeah, it's and by the way, honestly, I've been here a couple months. I've never seen the South Point this busy, and it's Cowboys, it's Spurs, it's these people walking by. Hello, ladies, how are you?
That's right.
Yeah, and just the nicest people in the world. And there's entertainment. There's live entertainment every night here at the South Point. In the lounge, there's musicians. It's a phenomenal event.
Yeah. We do the buckle ceremonies every night. Which, if you have not been, Frank,
I have
you
not
should
been to
go
a buckle
check that out.
ceremony.
You should check that out.
Now, what is a buckle ceremony for those who don't know?
Every night for 10 days at the rodeo, they have the go-round winners. So the winners that win each night come here and collect their gold buckle for the night.
Oh, okay.
And it's packed. It's hosted by Flint Rasmussen and Joe Beaver. It's live on the Cowboy Channel.
Yeah, the Cowboy
just a
Channel. Yeah, I'm aware of that.
huge event.
Yeah.
And then, of course, like you said, they roll into the concerts
Yeah.
after that. So that's why I'm losing my voice, Frank. It's been a long week already.
Well, I want to go back a little even farther than when you were setting this place up. Further, did you say further? Farther is distance. So if I'm going back in time, is it further or farther? I'm going to go back a ways. I always get that one mixed up. You went to UNLV, so you've been where were you born and raised?
So I'm from Yuma, Arizona,
Oh, okay.
Frank. Yes, small town. Came to Vegas in 1982 to play football, and I came to Vegas to actually cool down a little bit. I don't know if you know Yuma gets a little hot down
to Yuma?
there.
Isn't
Oh,
it? Okay.
absolutely.
That's an old movie. So we actually have some footage of you playing quarterback at UNLV.
Come on.
I went online and Ryan and I put this
Oh,
together.
no.
Here it is. This is you against Washington State coming out of the huddle.
Hey, please don't share this with too many people.
No,
Frank.
no.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, watch the drop back here. Watch the feet. Watch the footwork. Here we go.
Jump
I hope
out.
you
This is
didn't watch.
1986.
hope
Look
you
at that. Nice. What is that? 7-step drop.
Yeah, that
Look at
was
the
the old
gun.
days.
Boom. Complete right there. So yeah, this was against Washington State. I did a deep dive on you. And there's another play, Ryan.
Yep. Yeah. There's
Another completion. There we
three or
go.
four.
Well, out pattern. Boom.
Now I
Moving the sticks.
I hope you didn't watch the whole game because I had one there that was not pretty. I do remember that. See, back in our days, Frank, I've tried to explain this to my kids. First of all, there was no shotgun. Nobody was in the shotgun
Yeah,
back
right.
then. We didn't do that.
Yeah.
Number two, we only threw it when it was third and long. Now these kids are throwing it for, there were no 2-yard passes when I
Right.
played. It's third and 12. Oh man. Okay. We got to throw, I mean, it was a running backs league. It was Ricky Williams. It was all
And
those
speaking
guys
of running
back
backs,
then.
did you? Icky Woods was on the team.
He
Is that-
was. That's right.
Well, I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I'm originally from Pittsburgh, so
Okay.
Icky Woods used to run over us when he was with the Bengals.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
he had the Icky Shuffle. Are you familiar with the Icky Shuffle, Ryan?
I am.
Remember,
I wonder if Frank can do it.
let's
Ryan.
see. I'll do it. On
Let's see.
Do we have insurance on me?
That's pretty good.
That's the Icky Shuffle. But yeah, you put and Randall Cunningham.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was the trivia question. Who followed Randall Cunningham? So yeah, that was me. I got to follow that guy, right?
That's a good who followed Randall Cunningham.
Yeah.
Steve Stallworth. Steve Stallworth. That's hysterical. Now, what was? I mean, could you tell? I mean, with the arm strength and the speed, Randall Cunningham, he was going to be a pro or playing at a college that's not known for its football. And he was a punter too, was he not?
Yeah, All-American. A lot of people don't. They think he was an All-American quarterback. Randall was actually an All-American punter.
Right.
Yeah, 2 years in a row. I don't know if we knew. We were kids. You know, I mean, did we know he was going to be in the NFL? I mean, I don't know that we knew that. Shoot, 17, 18, 19 years, I think
He played forever,
didn't he?
yeah.
Yeah,
He
you
was
saw Randy Moss shoot. He helped make Randy
That's
who he
true.
was.
At the
couple
Eagles,
years
yeah, you're
there.
right.
Yeah, well, the Vikings.
Oh, Vikings.
If you remember.
Sorry, yeah,
That's
sorry,
right.
Vikings.
That's right.
Vikings.
But no, it was a lot of fun. So I redshirted in 82. Then I backed up Randall 83 and 84. And then the coach looked around and said, well, you're the only guy left. So, get in there. So I played 85 and 86. And yeah, we had a great run. The other thing we're famous for back then, Frank, is I was the offensive captain.
Okay.
And then we had a guy named Suge Knight who was the defensive captain.
Really?
So there you go.
Google him. What happened to him? What happened with Suge Knight? Where is he currently? I bet you I could tell you where he's going to be for the next 8 to 10 years.
I can tell you where he is. He's in the pokey, Frank.
Yeah,
he is. Yeah.
He was on the team.
Oh yeah, he was our defensive captain, and he was a baller. Suge was a baller and a great person.
Wow.
Just a great guy. Yeah.
All right, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, there we go.
And see, when I see Stallworth and I see football, I was wondering, are you related to Steeler Hall of Fame wide receiver John Stallworth?
Uncle John. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, absolutely.
That's okay. So how can people come down here? How can we come see all the events down here at the South Point? I want people.
Please come down. It's free to the public. We open the doors about 8 o'clock every morning. That first rope is flying at about 8 o'clock. But also, Frank, not just the team roping, but we also have about 150,000 square feet of vendors gift show.
That's right. And they're at the front door. They're all over inside the casino. But that's
right.
In the convention hall. Or
correct.
You call it? Okay.
So come do some Christmas shopping. Come, it's all Western lifestyle related apparel and. Shoot, if you want a saddle or some spurs, we can get those for you too, Frank.
I wonder if I should get some spurs and come walking in with some spurs, maybe. It's the
jingle,
coolest
jangle,
sound.
jingle. There you go.
I don't know if it's the same guy, but 2 days in a row, I've come out of the business center. And, look, I'm sure there's more than one person wearing spurs. Are they permitted in the hotel, by the way? Or we
Absolutely.
We can wear spurs anywhere here.
That's right.
What's your favorite upcoming part about not it being? I'm sure when it's over you can exhale, but you're having so much fun. What's one event this weekend? Because I'm here. I want to come back and see something.
Well,
there's a ton of good stuff. I just want to see some roping.
I will tell you, Frank, there's nothing more fun. And as you read this, go to the short goes. When you see short go, so what they do.
Short go.
Now, if you don't mind, let me educate your public.
Please,
real quick.
That's what we need.
So 30 years ago, team roping was kind of a dying sport. There were about 20,000 team ropers in the country because guys like me and you it's like golf. Team roping's like golf for cowboys. Guys like me and you would go out and pay our $50 to rope on the weekend somewhere, and we'd get our butt kicked by these A guys. And after a while, we forget this.
Right.
So a guy named Denny Gentry created a handicap system just like golf.
Oh, wow.
So now every time these guys rope, their handicap changes and adjusts and everything else. So what you'll see here is, and it's 1 to 10.
Okay.
So the guys at the NFR, those guys are 10s.
Okay.
Those are 10s. So guys like me and you, we can sit on a horse.
Right.
We're a 1. We can hold a rope. Maybe we're a 2. So what you'll see is there's a 10 roping, for instance.
Yeah,
okay?
I see that.
So a 10 means I'm a 5 header roping the head of the steer.
Okay.
You're a heeler. You're a 5 heeler. Or I can be a 6 and you can be a 4.
Oh,
or I
heel
can be
getting the
7.
heels.
Correct.
Okay.
Or I can be a 7. You can be a 3, as long as it adds up to 10.
Okay.
So, and a lot of guys will rope. If I'm a 5, I can rope in the 10, the 11, the 12. I can rope in the 9. I just have to get different partners to qualify with to be able to do that.
Okay.
But long story short, when you see short go, like for instance, what's today? Wednesday, Frank, the short go is at 2:15. So they bring all of these ropers that qualify for the top. They bring back the 20 ropers for that. The arena is absolutely jam-packed.
Yeah.
And these are, keep in mind now, all amateurs.
Amateurs, I love that.
So imagine going to the Super Bowl and throwing your first pass and in front of a crowd that you've never done before. So these guys are throwing ropes that are amateurs in front of 5,000 people. And
That's awesome.
Really, yeah, and it's
that
really
reaction
cool
for the first time.
It's so cool. Like I said, when a husband and wife wins, or a dad and a daughter,
that's the best. Yeah.
Or a couple just blue collar guys from from New Mexico or Oklahoma or Texas. It's pretty cool.
That's phenomenal. And here's something I think I'd be good at: the Ram Rodeo tailgate party.
There you go.
I think I'm a 10. I'm a level 10 on that. If you want to put me down as a 10. You could probably put me down as 11. I'm going to say that right now. I can tell from 5 to 10. I can go 5 to 11. I can do that.
That's right.
I have done that, and I will do that.
Now, Frank, I got to ask you before I leave.
Please.
I know I know you're going to kick me out of here.
No. Stay as long.
Tell me about our Rebels. I was just read we're about 12.5-point dogs against Kansas in the Guaranteed Rate Bowl. We'll all be down there.
Right.
So. Who are you going to take?
Ryan talks a lot of UNLV football, and Alex White. Do you know Alex is a lovely girl who comes down, sports betting analyst. She's on our show a couple times. She's a UNLV graduate, and the coach Odom, he won Coach of the Year in the conference, right? Is it Barry?
Barry Odom.
Barry Odom. So what do you think? Ryan's a big UNLV. He's went to Southern Utah, but you follow UNLV more than I do.
Yeah.
We like Ryan? UNLV in this game.
I mean, it's in Phoenix. UNLV hasn't established much of a crowd.
Yeah, you brought that up when they played in the championship down the street. You're like, wear red, come support the team.
Yeah.
And it was a pretty good crowd. They lost that game, but they had a good crowd going.
Yep. I mean, they're off two tough losses going on the road. Kansas has a fan base as a school in general, so I think Kansas is going to travel a little bit well.
They travel well everywhere.
They do, especially hoops. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
And Kansas is a much up-and-coming program, so I think that the what you said, 12.
They got their work cut out for them. Is that what you're
I
I
saying?
think it
that
opened
might
at
be-
10, went to 12, I think.
Okay, so it's going
Yeah.
up.
It's probably warranted.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right.
Well-
I'm not taking it aside. It's warranted.
It's warranted.
I'm not going to take it, but it's 12 and a half.
So I'm going, we're going to go down to that one, and then I'm going to the Cotton Bowl this year too, Frank. So we're going to go see
Is that
Ohio
you,
State, Missouri.
Ohio State, Missouri. Oh,
Yep.
and Jeff Parles, who hosts Sports by the Book, is a Missouri graduate, and he was really hoping they'd be in the Fiesta Bowl so he could drive there. But I don't. Is he going? He's not going to make it to the Cotton Bowl, is he?
So
Now, my guys are telling me the tickets for that game at 70 to 80% Missouri,
Oh yeah,
because Ohio State is not happy that
they're
they're
a
in
bit
it,
of
right?
letdown. Yeah, exactly. But listen, you lose to Michigan, you're not going to make the. You know, come on, you had your chance. You plus
you go.
Ryan Day is in the transfer portal, right? Now, could you imagine this transfer portal? Could you imagine if you could just switch schools every year when you played? Or
You know, Frank, when I played, if you transferred, it's because you got in trouble.
yeah,
That guy was
Right.
a knucklehead. He has to transfer.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. We didn't have that program when I played. We didn't have NIL either back in the day,
Well,
Frank.
how about that? I
that
mean-
was a whole other thing.
And then Matt Rule comes out and says, well, you know, a good quarterback costs like $1 million in the transfer portal for the no money. I mean, it's like, wait, what?
Crazy.
It's insane.
If I could have gotten a couple hundred, that would have been cool, man. I mean, you know.
Now, you're wearing a
Yeah.
cowboy hat. I grew up, my dad made me watch Westerns as a kid a lot.
Love
so
it.
I have some favorite Westerns. Before we get you out of here and we do the tree wager, what are some of your favorite Western movies?
Well, it's got to be the 310 to Yuma for
310
sure.
while you're from Yuma. born
Yeah,
and
there
raised.
you go. Absolutely.
John Wayne movies at all?
Of course.
Yeah.
But same thing with my dad, right?
Yeah, Big Jake
same
was a
thing
movie
back
I
in
always
the day.
watched. The Cowboys with John Wayne. And then
So-
you got your Clint Eastwood stuff.
Well, our favorite in our house, my dad was married 5 times. He has
Okay.
three sons with 3 different wives. And if you remember, that was Bonanza.
Yeah, it was.
So
Big
Adam,
Joe, Little Joe, Haas. right?
and Little Joe.
Oh,
There you
wow.
go. So we were big Bonanza fans
I
in our
love
house.
that.
There
All
you
right,
go.
and the last thing we're going to do with you, Steve Stallworth, is we have a Christmas tree here that Sean brought in. Moneybags over here, who just hit on this race, taking the tip from someone on Race Day Las Vegas, hosted by Ralph Sirocco. We don't know how much he paid for this tree, so you're going to tell us, because I don't know. I've only bought Christmas trees in California the past 25 years, so I don't know. So this is a little guy. This is I was standing next to it and I was taller, so this is about a 6-footer. Ann's biggest laugh of the week. Biggest laugh on the height joke, of course.
Now, is it a real tree?
That's a
Frank?
real tree. Hold on, I'm gonna go.
it's a real tree.
Okay.
Okay, I won't move it. So this is about what?
4-footer.
4-footer, it's real.
4-footer. It's real. That's what he's saying.
All right, wanted to show everybody. Oh God, I got to get in the chair again. Hold on, everyone. Okay, so I only know California prices on trees, which were crazy. I don't know if they're cheaper here in the desert. Maybe they're more. What do you think the price of this tree
I'm
was?
thinking that was a buy one, get one, Frank.
It's a BOGO.
Yeah.
It's a BOGO tree. They're
That
like,
was
please, God, take this tree.
That
They got
was
so many.
by the 6-footer. We're gonna throw this one in, man. That's my pick. That's my guess.
I'm
But
going to say $30. Ryan, do you have a guess on this?
I was gonna say 40.
40?
I'm gonna go under. I'm gonna go under 30.
Under 30. Jerry, do you have a guess? Oh, you know the amount, though. He knows the amount. Ann, our director, Ann?
35.
35.
She split
What?
us.
I know. Yeah, I was going to say you're doing prices right. You can't do that. All right, Sean, the grand total for the cost of that tree was?
Charlie Brown tree.
Okay, so
Okay.
the original price.
The original price
49,
was 49.
but
but-
we bought a big tree. We got that one.
You bought it.
Ah, there we go, baby.
Steve Stallworth.
I had no inside scoop either. So.
Did they throw it in, or you paid?
I was looking at it and they're like, big.
So this was free
That was free.
because you bought the big one.
Because we bought the big one.
Wow. He knows. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, he knows his equestrian arenas. He knows his horses. He knows his quarterbacking. He knows his trees. Damn it. Well, anyway, we're glad we have a Christmas tree. Steve, thank you so much for coming
All
in.
right. Thank
I
you,
want to come
Frank.
over and check out some stuff. We're going to get Ryan some caffeine. Maybe
Come on over.
What do you have?
Yeah, let's get Ryan going. Come on over. And Ryan, please burn the tape when I leave.
No,
There, yeah.
I found that. All right, Steve Stallworth, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back in a couple minutes.
All right.